started, so the first step is going to be primer. You guys know I never need to say this. This is like a thing now for me. But what I'm going to be using is my Nivea Plus Men's Aftershave Balm. This thing will last you for years. You never need to get another primer. And it's great for oily skin because it just kind of smooths down whatever surface you're putting it on. So just put this all over your face and rub it in until it gets tacky. But we're not going to be going in on the face just yet. I just want to do my eyes first, so that way we have no fallout. If we do have fallout, I can just wipe it away and the problem is solved. I'll be right back, guys. And because this is a Rachel McAdams inspired makeup look, I'm going off of this picture right here. This is what the makeup we're going to be doing today. And it's very smoky, it's very bronzy, it's very appropriate for the warmer weather that some of you guys are getting across the country. So what I'm going to do first is, of course, prime my eyes. I'm going to be using my Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and then I tried a new trick as of late, layering a concealer over top of that. And I find that it covers the veininess really well on my eyes, and I no longer see the veins. So that's what I'm going to do. So just take any eyeshadow primer you have. We'll be using Too Faced Shadow Insurance, like I said. And then layer concealer over top of that, and that will be like a perfect eyeshadow cocktail for your eyeshadow to last longer and to stay put. Next, I'm taking the e.l.f. Lifting HD Concealer in the shade, in the shade Light. We're just gonna dot this all over the eyelid. I really like this concealer. It looks very nice on the eyes. It's not going to make them look cakey or dry because it's very emollient and creamy. So next, I'm going to go in and do my brows because I've always found that if I do my brows first, my eyeshadow is going to look better in the long run because I'm not trying to mess with them last minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spoolie them out first. And then I'm going to be going in with my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. It looks like this. It's just going to be a basic chocolate brown. And then that's about it. That's it. Next, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Brow Drama Brow Mousse, I think it's called. Yeah, Maybelline Brow Drama, and keep my eyebrows in place while I work on this look. And with eyeshadow, the favorite part, eyeshadow, like any makeup lover's dream. We have the eyebrows and the primed eyelids. I'm just going to use my NYC Smooth Skin Translucent Powder to set the eyelid primer. Because we want it to be a not sticky base, really. We just want a smooth surface for this eyeshadow to grab onto. So just pop any translucent powder that you have over the eyelid where you set it and primed it, and you're good to go. For this look, the first shade we're going to be going in with is going to be Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie. And then the reason why I'm going in with this shade first is it's going to be like almost like a foundation for all the other darker shades we're going to be working with to blend and not look patchy. Blend well, you can always go in with a shade like Peach Smoothie just to put down a strong foundation so that they're nice and not patchy. And looking at this photo, she has her eyeshadow shape is it's not very angular, it's very round on the eye. So what we're going to be going for this look is we're looking for a very rounded appearance on the eye. Not very angular in tone, but very round. So when you're putting this down, keep it towards the lower portion of that crease as much as you want, and make sure it doesn't get too cut creasy. Now that we've laid the foundation, what I'm going to do is, in this photo she has a sort of orange, and then a lighter brown, shimmery brown, a gold, and then the white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a sort of oatmeal or light brown, and the shade I'm going to be using for that is going to be Coconut Husk. This is the Coastal Scents Hot Pot shade Coconut Husk, and this is going to be sort of our blending brown for the crease before we put down the orange on the crease. So she keeps it very low. Her makeup artist kept the eyeshadow very low and not too high up. So that's what we're gonna do. And again, keep this look very angular. I mean very round is what I meant to say. And keep it low. Keeping this low. She doesn't have, the makeup really doesn't go up above her eye all that much. So make sure you keep it low and you keep it more so inside the crease next to where you put down the peach smoothie as well. But just keep this like that, round. This is going to be a lot of buildup of color because this look is very dark and you want to go slow with the color and build it up before you go in and go ham and make a lot of mistakes concerning how the eyeshadow looks. The shade we're going to be going in with is the shade Wild Raisin. This is another Coastal Scents Hot Pot. The reason why I love these so much is they're cheap and they're affordable and they're good quality. As you can see on my eye, I'm getting a full look out of this. So what the shade Wild Raisin is going to be, it's going to be that sort of almost looks like a purple shade in the outer V of her eye. So we're looking for an outer purple shade in the V of our eye. So that way when we put the orange down, it's going to look very bronzy and gorgeous. Shadow brush like this. What we're going to do is we're going to pack that Wild Raisin color on the outer corner of our eye. Like so. And keep this right here. Don't move it any farther than where I'm putting it right here. Because this is where it's going to stay primarily. This is where the eyeshadow is going to stay put. It's not going to really go anywhere farther than this. We're going to go in with a blending brush. We're going to blend this sucker out. Mix two colors. I'm going to mix the color Deep Roast by Coastal Scents, and I'm going to mix the shade Dark Mango. Mix the two together. Don't worry if you get a little bit in both. And we're just going to put this on the outer portion of the eye. Now go in with more Dark Mango. Don't mix it with the Deep Rose shade. And we're just going to apply more on the outside part of that eye. Because she has a very like bronzy outer corner with the orange a little bit. Just take it and put more orange in that outer V. Building that orange up until we have that outer part to be basically orange. We're going to put down a lighter tan next to that orange shade. And what I'm going to use the Coconut Husk color again, and we're just going to deposit next to that color that we just put down. And what you can see is I'm taking this, her makeup artist took this shade all the way into the inner corner of her eye, basically. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to take this into the inner corner of your eye, and what will keep this from looking like you got punched in the face is the precision and cleanup process that we'll probably have to do after. We have that lighter tan color. I'm going to take a sort of mid-tone bronze, and we're going to put that in the middle of where we put these two colors right here. We're going to put that in the middle. I'm going to use my e.l.f. What is this? e.l.f. Dome eyeshadow brush, and we're just going to put that in the middle of those two colors. And this color is called Gold Strike. That's the name of the color, Gold Strike, and that's what we're going to use. It's sort of an olive green color on the, yeah, it's an olive green basically. Yeah, we're going to put this on the lid, and then we're going to bring it up to right here. So that when she opened her eye, you can see this color, Gold Strike. So just bring it up, all the way up, so that when she opens her eye, or when I open her eye, you can see that gold peeking through. Make sure you bring it up. So now for the next color that's going to go right next to that Gold Strike color, taking this Coastal Scents Hot Pot shade in the shade Champagne Orange, and what I'm going to do is going to lay that down or pack it onto the lid next to where we put down that Gold Strike color. And it's going to look something like this. So just pack it on, tap off the excess, and lay this color down right next to where we put the gold strike. The color we're going to be using is going to be the color Polar Bear, also by Coastal Scents, another one of Hot Pots. And we're going to deposit this in the inner tear duct. And it's going to be a very icy white. We'll put the shade Polar Bear on our brow bone just in the middle. I'm not going to put this all over the brow bone, just enough to highlight the brow bone, make it look nice and highlighted. So we're going to go in and put on concealer. I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Lifting HD Concealer in the shade Fair for a little bit of a highlight effect on the under eye. With some under eye powder, I'll be using my Platinum Mega Glow Contouring Palette. I'll be using that banana shade underneath my eyes. On to the lower lash line, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking that Wild Raisin color that we used the first go round. I'm going to be putting that underneath right here. That's where I'm going to be putting that. Now the same on the other eye. So I'm going to put in the gold strike color in the middle of the eye, right next to where I put down that. So right there. This color is going to be a combo. Actually, I'm going to put down a gold next to that. Brows for this step. If you don't have deep brows, just use whatever one you have. Falsies with this look, you can. I think I'm going to add falsies. I haven't decided yet. I think this look calls for it because she's wearing falsies in the photo that I'm looking at for reference. So I think it's falsie time. I'll be right back, guys. To my lashes. I did this just to save time because the struggle bus was real today with trying to apply these false lashes. But they're just gorgeous. They're very wispy. They're sort of like the Ardell Demi Wispies, but a little bit longer than that. So then just go ahead, apply mascara to your lower lash line. Step is going to be face. I'm going to be going in with my Maybelline New York Super Stay Better Skin Foundation for this step. Any foundation you have will work. This is just going to be a lightweight coverage because in the photo she looks to be wearing very lightweight foundation. The foundation isn't too heavy on her skin and looks light coverage. Next I'm going to set it with my NYC translucent setting powder. I'm just going to do a light dusting of this all over my face. She looks to have sort of a little bit of bronzer. It's nothing crazy, so I'm just going to do a light dusting of this. And I'm going to go in with my Coastal Scents Blush 2 palette. I'm going to be using the bronze shade that's in here, so this is what I'm going to be using. I'm just going to be putting a light dusting of this, nothing too intense. It's just going to be like literally the lightest dusting of life. I don't have any contour on either. So next step is going to be blush. And she has a very pinky toned blush. I'm using this blush right here for my shade. It's going to be a very pinky toned blush, and it has a little bit of a highlight built in, just a little bit. We're going to apply this on her cheekbones because she doesn't really have it anywhere else on her face. It's mainly on just her cheekbones. I'll be taking a peachy toned highlight. This is from my Makeup Revolution Ultra Contour Palette. And I'm going to be taking this pinky toned highlight and apply that on the cheekbones. Line my lips. She has a very pinky toned lip on, or lip gloss I should say. I'll be using my CoverGirl Lip Perfection pencil in the shade Splendid. I'm just going to line my lips really quickly. And then I'm going to put on a pinky tone or some Vaseline that has a pink tint to it. This is my Rachel McAdams inspired makeup look. Of course, comment, like, subscribe if you loved it. Give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I want you here. I want to see your beautiful faces. But see y'all. Bye. Love you.